7.3. Is there a blower on there?
Yes. Yep. And that's from our friend Will at the RPG.
Will, what's up, Will?
So, I'm sure he wants to strike back. But,
yeah. You're never getting it back, Will. It burns. It's mine. Yo, what's up, guys? Team Lethal in the house, Mustang King. I'm in Fresno, California at Whipple Superchargers headquarters, visiting my best friend Dustin Whipple, VP of Whipple Superchargers. So I'm out here pretty much on vacation, but I also want to do a tour of their facility. Mr. Dustin Whipple in the house, VP Whipple Superchargers. Here we are. All right, off to the dyno room.
Yep.
Here we are. Oh man, what is this another one, dude?
Yeah, so this is our 2016 Black Hellcat. That's what we use to actually build the kit off. We also have a 2019 Red Eye Challenger that we have as well. But
gosh, man, it's like a car dealership over here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of a couple probably.
Look at this thing too, huh?
Yeah.
You got the GM, yeah, Ford, GM, Dodge. You guys do it all.
Yeah, Toyota.
Yeah.
Definitely. So yeah, this is the 2016 Camaro. We have the 2.9 kit, and we wanted to move to the Gen 5. We kind of missed a little bit on the timing, but now we're switching over to the Gen 5. So we're just doing some mock-up while we're waiting for the lid and the inlet and the castings.
So all new kit. The old 2.9 was gone.
Yep.
Done.
Yep.
Right. No more. 2.9 has been discontinued.
Yeah, for about a year now.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
And so this will be a 3-liter or?
Yeah, this will be a 3-liter.
Gen 5.
Gen 5 or better.
Upside down, so it'll have the intercooler lid and.
Yeah, that's the one we had looked at on that engine that was being mocked up. So you can see this is the LT1/LT4 Gen 5. So you can see the casted. We got the casted runners, casted housing. The inlet was new, and it's requiring a new lid, which is actually, oh no, it's on the car.
Okay, got it. All right.
Yep. So
awesome.
Yep.
So what are we doing here? Just mocking things up, getting some measurements and all, or doing it install?
Checking the heat exchanger to the blower, making all the hoses so we can get the hoses made because we get all usually formed hoses.
Sweet.
And here you can see we're just mocking up the heat exchanger right now. So this is technically a carryover, but we're got to make all new hoses, so we got to mock it all up again.
Awesome. And then you got a tremor over there? Looks like a
7.3.
7.3. Is there a blower on there?
Yes. Yep. And that's from our friend Will at the RPG.
Will, what's up, Will?
I'm sure he wants to strike back. But,
yeah. You're never getting it back, Will. It burns. It's mine. Look at that. Beautiful kit. And these are also going to be 50 state legal too?
Yeah, already 50 state legal. So all we're doing is working on a little bit on the transmission, and it's going to be ready to go.
The Godzilla stuff, man.
I told Will 2 weeks, so we should be good.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. So Whipple 2 weeks, Will.
But he knows since he worked here, So,
yeah.
He knows
of course. Oh yeah, he knows the. I mean, listen, dude. Especially nowadays, it was always a Whipple 2 weeks years ago.
Yeah.
Before the pandemic.
Yeah. And that was like a real. I thought we could pull it off. Work 70, 80 hours. You think you can do it, but you can't sometimes. Now the 2 weeks is just a joke because it's 2 weeks is not even reasonable. So.
Yeah. Getting parts and materials and stuff, right? Sure. Nowadays.
Exactly.
Crazy.
So this is just our dyno jet. Check dyno, which had it for a very long time, but we only use it for
ancient dyno, but it's for testing and. For data, right?
That's right.
The dyno is a tool.
That's right.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. It's not going to tell you how fast you're going down a quarter mile.
This area right here, we don't use that often. It's our engine dyno. We do a lot with Ford, and we'll use their engine dynos to do development, but this is a Coyote right here that we're working on, the package.
Awesome.
And then we have a blower tester, or technically storage.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it looks like it hasn't been used in a while.
Yeah.
Testing blowers is a thing of the past, huh?
So that's the 3-liter. Yeah. Now we do a lot of simulation stuff. So when we test, we do a lot of real world tests as far as power. The bearings and seals, those have all been proven at this point. So we're not needing to do durability testing on those kind of components. But some of the people that we pipe label for will require a durability test and we'll have to run it.
Got it. Yeah. They want to know that it's going to last?
Yeah, and so we'll wheel it into the engine dyno room, and then we run the electric wires into there to run it.
Fab shop.
Fab shop.
Fab shop. What are we doing here?
So the old days we actually built kits in here, right? So we used to just hand fab everything, and then we'd go to the foundry and beg them to figure out how to make it for us. You know, nowadays everything is computer CAD driven, and we make it. And here is just usually like fix it, prototyping, some little things. We'll have some issues here and there with the vendors.
Yeah.
We'll fix. So this is a billet.
That's a billet.
Billet race housings.
Billet race housings. Normally they're cast.
Yep.
But the race ones.
Some of them we've done this way. We're able to do some little things that we know we're going to implement into production, so we can sometimes do it in the billet a lot faster.
Beautiful. Look at the work on that thing, huh? Amazing. Yeah. That's artwork right there, guys. Art. Beautiful. Fab shop.
Fab shop. So we have a grinding room. You know, have a welder. Thin metal.
And this is the old stuff. I've been in here before.
Yeah.
This is the old stuff. There's some other old stuff, but then we're heading over to some other new stuff. What's happening?
What's happening?
Okay.
All right. Assembly room, right?
Yeah. So we assemble all the rotor packs here, and so we time them in these type of housings.
Time the rotors.
So the housings are just tweaked. So we use a production type housing, and we drop the rotors in, we time them.
So after all the parts, the hard parts are made and stuff, they come in here. The rotors, the rotor gears and stuff of that, they're timed.
Yep.
How long does it take to assemble a typical, let's say, a 3-liter blower? Like timing process, that whole thing.
Yeah, so to basically assemble the bearing plate, press it in, and put the gears on and time it, it's usually around 7 to 10 minutes, depending on which process and which rotor group.
Got
Each one changes a little bit.
Take a look here real quick, show you guys this. Here's some of those front bearing plates, right?
Yep. Towards the end of the shift, so we're most of the stuff is already in the assembly area.
Supercharger stuff everywhere. It's like Toys R Us for superchargers. For real. Crazy. Guys working away back here. Here we go.
Here's one of the presses where we press the inlets together.
Inlets get pressed together. There's so much stuff, so much process into one supercharger
Yeah,
kit.
and there's a lot of different versions, that we've had over the 30 years, so we have to, be really modular to be able to assemble, and you can't just have one station that, is just doing everything, because we were clamped on space. With the new building, we'll have a much better process to be able to get even higher volumes out. So
Look at this,
here's the assembly area. We break up the assembly, the lids get assembled in a station, the inlet gets assembled by the station, the bypass gets assembled in the station, and then the supercharger gets the final assembly. So here's all
Yep, here it is.
blowers that are
Beautiful.
in
Look at the color on that.
process.
Oh man, gorgeous, right?
Yep,
Beautiful gloss red.
exactly.
Yummy. Look at this. Look at this, guys. All these Gen 5 goodness just sitting around here. I mean, it's like, man. Everyone loves their dream to they get a new car. Like, man, I want to get a supercharger. You come in here and there's thousands of them floating around.
They're everywhere.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and this is Friday at the end of the week, so it actually looks like a lot less because we basically have already got them all over to the shipping, side of the building.
Shipping. Good to hear that stuff is shipping.
And their schedule ends literally 2 minutes ago.
Oh, nice. All right, cool.
So there's just more parts, hubs, inlets, spacers.
Here we go. Washroom. I need a bath. For real.
Okay, here's where we all the powder coated and polished parts, they all get washed in here. So these are all parts that are going for next week's build. So we generally have everything powder coated roughly 3 weeks ahead, and then we work it through the process. And so this is always 1 week behind here as far as washing. So
Okay.
this is next week's ship or parts.
Got it. Washroom.
Here you see these are all
Lids.
Everything is covered, and once it's washed, it's covered, so we keep it clean before it goes over to assembly.
Yep.
And some of these
Intercooler bricks.
yeah,
Beautiful.
so a lot of these are pre-assembled, so we get ahead on the lids and the inlets, generally speaking.
It's so weird that seeing this blower, the old style, where it's the top mount and then the intercoolers below, to the newer style, Gen 5 stuff, with the upside down lid.
So many different versions, and some like one more than the other, but we got to make them all, and we got to make them fit and get most power out of them.
I mean, from what I've seen, this style, with the lid
Yeah.
and the intercooler brick up top and the rotors below, seems to be the way more efficient way.
It's the most efficient way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why heat soak on these upside down blowers, your Gen 5 stuff, has gotten so much better than, I mean, and again, the stuff never really suffered from heat soak, but it's improved to where it is like almost a thing of the past.
It's significant. I mean, the amount of surface area we've been able to improve on the intercooler side is just incredible. We got so much more intercooler capacity than we ever had before. So all these are dual core, dual pass. And,
it looks like F-150 stuff. Look at that. Yeah, F-150, what, 15 and up?
15 and up.
15 and up?
All these are, like I said, these are all pre-assembled. So these all have the cores, the fittings, everything ready to go.
Sweet.
So.
All right, off to the next building, guys. Yep.
Okay.
Crazy. There's just storage stuff out here. Tons of storage, parts floating around. You know, looks like this is the schoolyard up in here, right?
Yeah, right.
The cubicles where they do the.
This is the back. That's the polishing.
Explain the statue though. What's this got to do? Is this one of Art's specials over here? That's for Mom. Oh, candy! Look at that. Oh, unreal.
Looks like it fell and
yeah.
patchwork.
All right. Yeah. Run it through a CNC, or are you gonna 3D print that one back, or what?
I think that's a Saturday project for someone here. Yeah.
Oh man, here we got pallets and pallets of kits. It looks like.
Yeah.
That's a good site right
These
there.
are waiting to be picked up here.
Yep. All palletized supercharger kits built, ready to go. Nice.
You can see where we're adding on again here in the back.
Oh yeah,
Another
tons of stuff
feet.
back here. They're doing another building in the back. I've been in this one here.
It's pretty just continuous building here. So
got it.
It's another 25,000 feet. It's our first phase here, and yeah. So,
you want to walk in from this end, or which way you want to go?
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
All right. This is the building I've been in before. It looks a little different. There's machines here now.
Yep. So the machine shop used to be over there in one of those buildings. Now it's over here. So this is where we do pulleys, parts, prototyping, that kind of stuff here.
Okay.
So we do outsource
pulleys.
some parts.
Yeah, I've seen there was some base plates, like discharge plates and stuff like that over there before when I walked through.
Right.
And this seems like the machinery that you used to have 2 years ago when I was here.
That's right.
Whatever.
Exactly.
And this was like, I mean, you had a bunch of this stuff and a couple other nice machines, but now obviously these are like, hey, let's throw them in the back, make some pulleys and stuff over here, and put the real deal ones up front.
Exactly.
Yeah. Cool.
So,
gonna walk which way you want to go?
You can go that way real quick.
All right. Take me on a tour. Yeah.
So you see we have the cam fill in here as well.
These are for what, pulleys over here?
Yeah, those will be pulleys.
Pulleys.
Yep.
Cool. And then you got the front gear cases over here.
Those are throttle adapters for
Throttle adapters?
like Ellis and Rose.
Nice. Discharge plates.
Marine discharge plates here.
Yeah, we didn't even speak about that. Like, so is the core of the business now all automotive, or is it? Because marine, you guys have been known for marine stuff for so long.
Yeah, a lot of people think the marine is like a big business to us. It's not. Marine is about roughly 2% of our sales every year. Still a good business, but
Did it used to be larger than that?
only because the auto side was much smaller.
Okay, yeah.
Right. So
and now you're like, hey, let's go where the the numbers are.
yeah,
right?
exactly.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So we really started focusing more on the automotive and new product and new development and everything. And now we've started slowly to upgrade the marine, but the quantity is not the same, so it doesn't always make as much sense.
Got it.
So here's more kits ready to ship.
More kits.
I think FedEx has already picked up, so these are ones that are either waiting on other pallets to go with them.
Yep. And this is pretty neat. So packaging, guys, in the past, early on, I mean, with most things get damaged. Yep. So, I mean, people, the FedEx drivers, UPS drivers tossing that shit around like crazy. But you guys have definitely stepped up your game quite a bit. You're doing that foam packaging. Honestly, I've done a couple of my box opening videos where it's like impossible to get even the thing out of there, but it's protected.
It's been a thing, but it's protected.
Yep.
It's a heavy part, and we do double wall boxes. And if you ship on a pallet, it's much safer, but that's much harder for residential, those kind of things. So when we ship in a box, UPS guys will usually push them off the back of the trucks.
So this is new right here, though, right?
Yep.
This is new.
So this is much easier for the customer. And the biggest thing to us was that was actually, as we're trying to keep expanding, was the next issue, right? We couldn't put them in the boxes as fast as we can actually build them. So now we got this foam right here.
Like pre-cast or whatever, pre-cut for specific blowers. You got them labeled for the different blower kits and stuff like that. So
That's right.
You know, pull a 21 F-150 setup out, and you're pulling this out, and it goes right in.
So we got it for the EcoBoost and for all the supercharge applications. Right
awesome.
So.
There you go. This stuff is crazy, bro. You get this stuff on your hand?
Oh, it's really hard to get.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. It's like that foam that you spray, like fill up like cracks in your house and stuff.
Well, and the chemical has been really hard to get during the pandemic.
I'm surprised California even allows a chemical like that in the state of Cali.
Yeah.
Seriously, man.
Yeah. So that's been a separate issue, you know, and that just keeps happening. It's like every week there's some new pandemic portion of supply chain.
Yep.
That we got to just constantly deal with, you know, and so it's
not just you, man.
You deal with every day is a new,
look at this.
New something.
Look at this. I took a couple of short videos and pictures of this stuff, but it's just supercharger kit after supercharger kit pulled on the carts. And again, so many pieces go into one kit. I mean, it's not like the Cobra blowers for the 0304 Cobra guys. Basically, like, you know, the blower and the base plate, pulley, bypass, you know, and that was it. Exactly. Now these kits, like for the other vehicles, you know, the cars that don't come equipped with superchargers on them, there's so much involved. There's so many different pieces.
So many components. Yeah. And you know, we have these carts. So all these carts are all sold kits that are, you know, in process. We have most of the kits in sub-assemblies, so they all the little parts get put in a box independently and then inventoried, and so the puller can usually just pull them here. But what's happened is with the supply chain, some parts are literally coming in on Wednesday, and we've built them already on Monday, and so it's just a non-stop coordination that we have to do to try to keep getting the kits out the door.
Yeah, you could have like 100 parts on your checklist.
Yeah.
Have everything but like an O-ring or a gasket.
Yeah. Exactly.
And you're waiting on national back order on that to be made to fill an order, which is crazy.
Flash tools right now. Flash tools are an issue for everybody, right? And so we
chips. The chip stuff.
And one thing we have is a part of our EO is that we can let customers use their flash tool, and so that's helped us keep shipping some kits. And we get some tools, but just we're not getting as much.
Yeah, but it's crazy that you have like a like a $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 kit held up on like a part that's maybe a couple bucks. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, like an O-ring or a short hose or a clamp or whatever. I mean, like that stuff.
When you're behind, once you're behind, it's much harder to get caught up too, because you don't just, if you're needing 100 a week. Yeah, if you are 2 weeks out, you're 200 now. So now you actually need 300 to try to cover that, and it's a nonstop issue. And our volume is rather high, so we have those issues.
I mean, you guys are doing a great job though on keeping up with it and stuff like that. I mean, I was talking to your dad back here, and he was saying, we're thinking months ahead of time. I want 3 months of stuff for each kit on the shelf.
Some like flash tools, gears, and many main components like bearings and stuff. We have 16 to 24 months already pre-planned, pre-ordered. Doesn't mean they can even manufacture them because they run into their issue as well. But
you better have that PO in just to make sure.
The hoses, there was a shortage on literally hoses, and then belts. And I mean, so we find different suppliers and find a different material that will work just as good, but we gotta get the material in and we gotta test it, and it's just.
It's like, dude, the manufacturer mentality.
Yeah.
And people don't realize how difficult it is. And no, it's like, man, we're gonna ship my kit already. Ship my kit. It's like, dude, like you don't understand. You're not making the hose. You know what I mean? You're not making that other small piece, and you're relying on other people to do it.
Exactly.
And then you got the supply chain disruption. But
it's difficult. It's a difficult time in the world as far as shipping at these volumes.
I love walking through here, man. This is so cool.
So these are sub-assembly sections here, and these are all kits that are waiting for the ship for next week. They're getting built right now.
God, I got tanks over there, coolant tanks. It looks like intercooler tanks.
Yep.
Got your tubes
Plastic
here.
tubes.
Yep.
There's some special.
Oh yeah, those are special. Those are nice looking color on there, huh?